Alrighty then, so it's another day, another room. It's another TryHackMe bug. We're gonna try and penetrate using our skills in JavaScript. And this is a room called JSON. It's a room about a Node.js server. And I'm pretty sure it's about some sort of de-serialization. Let's go ahead and just look at the intro. You go to search, and just put in the name. So it says Node.js, security, de-serialization in web. So basically I'm pretty sure that this is just another port 80 example, and then we're gonna try and misuse the, holy moly, it's gonna load a long time. Gonna try and misuse the deserialization process, and let's see. So whenever this is done thinking, let's just refresh it. Yeah. So I think the IP is up. Let's go ahead and put it into the browser. It's gonna wait a little bit. Since there's a DayZ web and JSON and JavaScript and deserialization, I'm pretty sure that this is just another, website box. So let's go ahead and just wait for it a bit. It does take a few minutes sometimes when the server is more than just a simple Apache, which most of the rooms in TryHackMe is just a simple Apache loading page, But this is a unable to connect. Beautiful. I don't think it's HTTPS, to be honest. Let's delete the S. Oh, really? Should I really do the nmap scan today for this particular server? Let's go ahead and do a ping 10 10 and 253. The server's up. We should be able to get to it. Let's just remove all this. Beautiful. There you go. Yeah, there we go. So server's up, built with Node.js. So we can put in our email address and submit it, and then sign up for some sort of newsletter. Just before we do anything, let's right click and see if anything interesting is here. The CSS, not interesting at all. HTML, very boring. And another boring script, doesn't do anything. Let's go ahead and just press F12 now. And let's look at the things we can see here. So we're already on storage. Let's go ahead and open them all. Let's see what we have. Session, local storage, index, cookies, nothing so far. Alright, and the inspector of course will not see anything because we are seeing it all, but we can just, open it all and see, yay, this is the same content as before. Let's register a test at test.dk, submit it, and we'll keep you updated as test.dk. The storage, once more, okay, we got a cookie, a session cookie, and it contains a value which deserialization is the only thing we have to go. I didn't do any nmap scans, so I'm counting on this to the base 64. Let's put it in and say from base 64, and yes, it is. So let's put this up here and remove this and to say to base 64. So it's probably something about that. This is, yeah. So test at test.dk is the one that is interpret and put in the page. What we could try and do is to see, just put a h1 tag there, see if they actually did something to, how should I call it? Oh, sorry. Gonna copy paste the base 64 encoded string to see if they validate or sanitize the string, and just update the browser and it seems that they did do something to actual tags, so it's not gonna work with tags. But we do see that what's inside of this particular area is being in any way, interpreted by Node.js server. So since this is a vulnerability we're gonna find, we're gonna go ahead and look for, let's see, Node.js JSON vulnerability, and we have something here. I've seen that before. Okay, let's go ahead and open it. A guy called Ajin. Okay, it got its own CVE, so this is the bug. So we have some code that intercepts something from the browser, and do unserialize. And I'm not a Node.js programmer, so I'm not 100% sure what all this means, but it looks like JavaScript to me. And yeah, so building the payload. So we have the payload here, and it seems like we're gonna execute something on the server, which is an ls command, so list all from root, and probably be able to put some reverse shell here. That's gonna show, and yeah, it does say something about we need to run node on. This is probably the file they call log.js then, with that inside of it. And then when we run it, you get this syntax, which is, I can probably copy paste it, couldn't I? Yeah, so we got a specific version here, and they do talk about need to add the the brackets, so it's called automatically, which is I think it's called an anonymous function call or something like that. I'm not really sure, but let's take this and go ahead and put into CipherChef, replace this with email. And I don't think we need this slash. I don't need all this slash this and that, it's probably just gonna mess it up. I assume that is, instead of this here, let's go ahead and do return my new email address. So basically this is this we have here below. Should be able to put that in here, replace that, update the string, and it says guests, so it didn't work. And we could also, let's see, well, I have some notes on the other screen, just looking at the actual payload. Well, one of the payloads that works for us, I think it's the same as this I'm looking at. Where was it? That one here, which basically say that the okay, so if you take this, could I just, I'm not really sure, but what was it again? There's a lot of code. So did they have all this? They did. Alright, so if I take this code here, open a terminal, create a directory called, let's say, JSON, go inside JSON, touch the file e.js, for example. I need something with JavaScript at some point, and just take all this. Basically just, no, I'm gonna save it there, and say node EJS. I'm getting a directory listing, which is true. So if I go back again, let's need to work on the lag on my terminals. Let's do home JSON, open that file. Let's make it more easy to read. So this is the command. Let's move all this. Doesn't matter. Let's see if it still runs. Oops. What? Oh, no, it's too close. So now we have some issues. We need to remove those. Let's see. What is the actual issue here? Probably because this is a one-liner. We need to. Let's just go ahead and take the same string one more time. It's going to be this one. And put it into the text document. Save it. And run it again. Yeah, so we have the directory listing. So if I instead of this did something like return, and then did stuff like instead of this, I did no slash, execute then. It will not accept high. Does it need the slash? No. Do we need to end it? Nope. What's wrong with this? Does say let's just take this, execute that, you know, it's gonna do nothing. ls command is slash, really? We got a lot of issues now. Need to move that there. And the syntax coloring became better. This is playing with me. Oh, we have another one. I forgot that. Yeah. So if I really do return that, just to see if I can do returns, it seems like this is why I think nope. Yeah, it has been executed, so let's not bother with that anymore. Let's just do stuff like, can I touch a file? Touch test. Can I do that? I can. Okay, so we can, with this, inside of here, go ahead and put a reverse shell. Come on. Let's see if this works. So it's just all this, and my machine's IP address is 10.11.0.2.1, and I think we're gonna do port 80 or something like that, because this is yeah, JavaScript. Anyways, let's run it just for the sake of it. Okay, so if I did something like netcat port 80, I do get a shell back, which I'm okay. So we have a working shell exit. It doesn't really matter, you know. So if I take this, I'm not sure if this is gonna work, honestly, and remove all that, and instead of this, move that and take, oh, this is all of it, isn't it? Yeah, it's with the payload. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all this. No, we're gonna take more. And take, wait a second, let's just see. Yes. Gonna look for this final, I think that would be the exact copy paste, this one here. So, oh sorry, all of this, instead of all of this. So basically that should be it. Let's go ahead and start a listener. So netcat, I did port 80 and that worked. Let's put this in here. Refresh. We do not have a shell. It's probably because I missed some important stuff here. The document itself, do talk about need to do it like that, you know. So all of this inside here is not for us. So if we took all of this and went to this one here and set all of this, all that is now all of this. Wait a second. So we need to do, so we need to take, I think I have this script. So if I do stuff like cd JSON, and we're gonna nano into e.js and basically remove all this shit. Sorry for that. And then we, no wait, it's a command. Oh yeah. So basically we're gonna do stuff like, so exit this, and then do stuff like Node.js. I don't think I have it. Let's take it. Raw. Boom. Back. wget. I have been downloading that before at some point. I think I did another room with JSON at some point. Alright, chmod. Definitely did a room with JSON at some point. So let's do node j. It's a Python script, okay. Python. Yep. So I think port 80 would be the one that I'm going to use today. So all of this should go inside there. Wasn't that true? And then that should be email. All of this is a very long string. So let's go ahead and put this in there. And start a listener. I have it. And we didn't get anything back. Yep. Beautiful. No idea why. Let's go ahead and start burp to use another tool for us to encode our strings. This is gonna be a very slow room today, by the way, because I'm really tired. I've been working out for the most of the day. And let's go take the decoder. Let's go ahead and take the whatever string, put that in, decode as base 64, so we get the base 64 string here. This cannot zoom on this, and I think I have a function here we can test with. So what I do now is put all of this here, there, and we get encode as base 64. We take this, go to the website, and if this is working, it should say hi. It is working. Our first success. You know, it seems like I just had success at the same time, you know, using burp. So what if we just go ahead and do reverse shell. So let's go take this reverse shell I have here. Let me just see. I'm gonna let's take this reverse shell I have here. What should we do with it? Yeah, so need this need to do this. Let's go ahead and try this. So this is going to be very small, but I found the payload I'm going to try. Boom. It is very small. I'm sorry for that. So we're going to put the port number as 80 and whoops. Did I delete too much? I did not. And the IP address 10.11.02.01. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna show you a larger font here. So this is our script. Basically we're gonna run the command, require whatever stuff, execute, synchronize. Using that command is something I found. This is my IP. Untraditional port to use. Anyways, I put that inside. So the final payload would look like, didn't I just show that? Yes, I did. So we're gonna encode it. We're gonna take it. I'm gonna put it in. it's hanging. So let's go ahead to the window. We have a shell. I'm Dylan. Alright, so ls ls/home, ls again, cd into Dylan, probably the place, and cat user the text. This is our flag. Copy it, go there, and say that is a user flag. You know, before we go ahead and do further exploitation, just want to show you, I found on a Google search and the other screen I have, that this document here didn't really do the things we wanted it to do. So it called exec, and the other one is calling exec sync. That might be the change. So, and sometimes that is what changes things. So, you know, I'm just saying, sometimes you just have to try different things before it works. Basically, it was the same. We also tried this, you know. Would it have worked? Probably, yeah, you know, see, yeah, they're using burp here. Is this actually this room that I found? You know, sometimes you find, you know, because this is on Exploit DB, you have a video on it on YouTube, and yeah, it's not a TryHackMe thing. It's just a one of the de-serialization issues there is. Anyways, let's go ahead and do a sudo-l to see if we got any stuff we can execute. And there is something called npm. It's a binary, no password, so we can sudo execute that. Let's go to dgfo bins and see if there's anything interesting with the npm binary. There is something with sudo. Let's go and see that. So we can either do this, we can try and do it. So let's go ahead and do sudo. Didn't work. Or we could do, oh, it's a shell, sorry, it's sudo. So I need to do this line here. Did it. I need to do that line and that line. Without looking too much, let's see what happens. I'm now root. This is how easy it is sometimes. So ls cat root.text, and this is our flag. Alright, so let's put in, and we hit the room. Alright, so I had some struggle doing this room. You know, let's see if we can end this here and just exit the shell. Yeah, okay, so let's try, you know, to listen again and just, you know, go to the terminal and do not the one. Let's pick the one that is this one here, and this is the evaluation 1011. Yeah, so that is the string we could use. What we did differently, let's see what we did differently. So that is the string I have here, and that should be put, all of that, eval string, where do they want us to put it? Yes, they want us, so this is using burp. Yeah, they want us to put it there. So what if I just take all of this? No, I cannot do that because it's, so what if I want to say burp? I want to see if this can get this to work. It's very interesting in my eyes. For now we know what to do. Yeah, so basically this is really small. So we're going to take all of this and let me just see. Yeah, put it there. Exactly. And then we're gonna copy this, and let's see what happens when I replace this with this and execute. Yeah, it's not working the same way. It's definitely something that is different. Did something really happen? Sorry. Oh, it did. Oh, so it did work. It did work. So now we know how to get this to work, and we did it without doing this exec sync. I have no idea what the script did we just downloaded. Let's have a look at it. And so it is node shell there. Let's go into this node. This is insecurity research. Okay, so it's a center for generating. Yeah. What are they using in this script? So it's definitely about all of this, you know, and I need to find the exec spawn bin shell. This is directly created to get a root shell. That is great. Right, connected function. Yeah, is it different exploit? You know, it doesn't look like they're doing any. They use a spawn. Yeah, it's different. You know, I'm not a Node.js programmer. I'm not really a programmer. You know, I was that in the past. You can say that. I can still do stuff, but I just never do it, because, you know, when you created all the things in the world, you have, you know, you can think about create your own framework. You know, you created your own programming language. You tried assembly, creating a small operating system. Created all the different kind of web pages. You know, tried different tasks and stuff. Cybersecurity is just much more interesting. I must say that it's much more interesting because it's another perspective, and you need to use all your knowledge and competences in order to get successful. So I really hope you like this video. I'm really trying to cut things up. I mean, not cut things up literally, but I'm trying to, you know, show the struggle. You know, I could have done a little research on this. I chose not to. You know, it seems like I have done something with JSON in the past on this machine, so that's very interesting. I think I'm gonna pick more rooms and TryHackMe with some JSON insecurities and basically JavaScript insecurities. I would really like to do something with the job tokens. You know, JVT tokens. JavaScript. What does JVT stand for? JVT. Oh, Java Web Tokens. There we go. So, doing something with Java Web Tokens in the future would be really nice. So yeah, I might do that. So, anyways, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Like the video. Comment below. Of course, if you like it. Until next time, I'm gonna see you again. Bye.